Hey everyone, as always, Dylan Miller Prospecting. Welcome to another Tuesday Night Gold Panning Fever, episode number 204. Let me go catch up on chat really quick. Thank everyone for joining the show. HD, thank you for being here and being a mod. I appreciate it. I think Ortiz was here as well. Let me go back to my main so I could see the main comments. Yeah, Ortiz was here as well. Thank you both for being here and being mods. Appreciate it. Richard Down, no worries, brother. Family always first, man. Go take care of your family issues. Hopefully they're not too bad. I'll be thinking about you and your family and hoping everything is well. Michael Reed, thank you for joining the show. And thank your better half, your wife, for sending me an email to apologize for missing last week's show. I appreciate that. It's always great to have y'all here. Those left behind, how's it going? Thank you for joining the show. John Gear, thank you for joining the show. David Stocks, how's it going? I'm from Indiana, originally from New Orleans. Stephen LeBlanc, how's it going? Who else we got here? And that's it. Oh, wow. Today's an easy show. Oh, man. All right, let me pop out chat. Unless they're not giving away enough prizes last week. There we go. Or no one likes Australian gold, maybe. No. Weazen's here, Kristen. That's no worries, Kristen. Thank you so much. I appreciate the email that I never replied to because my customer service is horrible. But thank you very much. I appreciate that. Shane Berthera, how's it going? Casey String, how's it going? I saw you and I didn't say hi to you. I apologize for that. Jason G, how's it going, my man? Hopefully you're doing better. Hopefully your son's doing better as well. Golden Dirt, how's it going? Thank you for joining the show. David Dandaran, thank you for joining the show. I appreciate everyone that's here. All right, I got chat popped out real quick. Let me move stuff around. So, but again, thank you all for being here. I appreciate everyone that's here, and I appreciate even all my lurkers who are just lurking about but can't type in chat, including Liz, who told me not to say anything, but I'm going to say it anyway. So thank you, Liz, for watching the show. Appreciate it. Alan Curie, brother, what's up, my man? How you been doing? Thank you. Morning. What time is it there? Like 2, 3, or is it 3? Right? Isn't it like 3 o'clock there? Mandy's Candy, how are you? Oh, you're here? Okay. Just not in chat too much, but that's okay. I appreciate it. And how you been doing, Mandy? Hopefully you've been doing well as well. Teo, Jeff Boge, how's it going? Thank you for joining the show. I appreciate everyone being here tonight. Mark, what's up? Mark, how are you doing? Yeah, but today we're going to be going through 2 bags from Australia. We have one from the Old Moldy, and we have one from Gold Nugget Sales. Gold Nugget Sales. I don't know what I'm thinking. Gold Nugget Sales. Big Red. Mike. Because I bought it off of Whatnot. So I got this one off of Whatnot. He does not have any more of these in stock currently. He has been auctioning off a few of them on Whatnot. I overpaid for this bag, but I really wanted one because I was doing this one. So I figured why not have 2, and that's what I did. So got an extra one. I know, Ed, you thought this one would be the winner tonight, and I will tell you the stat. So just if anyone's curious. Oh, no. That sucks, Ortiz. Sorry to hear about that. Mostly just listening. Yeah, just mostly listen. That's what I do, too. So for the Gold Nugget Sales bag, the Whatnot Big Red bag, I paid $155 for it shipped. So a little bit less. It was $154.74. Gold Spot was $118.47, which means my minimum guaranteed ROI is 76%, which is far lower than what you would typically get from a Gold Nugget Sales. I did overpay for it on Whatnot because, one, I had some credit, so I'm not going to count that, but I had some credit. But I really wanted one for this show. Next month, I am going to be, if you're a Patreon member, the guessing game prizes or the guessing contest. The prizes, the Paydirt bags themselves, will be Australian Paydirt and Australian gold. So if you're a tier member, if you're a crazy tier member, it's just going to be regular old gold. But for the big prizes you can win, there will be Australian gold. So I wanted to get as much Australian gold in this month as I can. So now for the Old Moldy, it's his Nugget Rush bag. It cost me $230. This is a premium bag from Vogus. but it's got 1.5 grams and it's supposed to be chunky gold. So we'll have to see. I figured it would be super easy to pan out. This is supposed to be easy. It's supposed to be chunky gold. I'll be curious to see what Vogus considers to be chunky. I'm hoping it's chunky because I paid a very good premium for this bag of Paydirt compared to his 1 gram or his half-gram bag. So if it's not chunky, I might have to write a stern letter to Vogus about that. So I'm hoping it's chunky, hoping to find some pickers, maybe a nugget or something in there. But its ROI was only 70%. So we'll have to see at the end. I know, I'm worried it might be eBay chunky. I mean, I'm gonna have to make a video. If it's bad, I'm seriously gonna dry it up, put it back in the bag, and shoot a review and give Vogus a horrible review if there's not at least one nugget in there. So, Steven Single Hand Jewelry and More, thank you for joining the show. Whiskey Lover, brother, what's up? Thank you for joining the show. Appreciate it. And yeah, I saw your message. Gold is just going crazy. People were seriously wondering if it would hit 4,000 by Christmas and by the new year. And I think the way it's going, it's definitely hitting 4K. So, Joey Brown, how's it going? Mike from the Gold Vlog, thank you for joining the show. Appreciate it. I'm sure you know, we'll be panning out some of your Paydirt today. The big red I overpaid for. Right, KC, thank you very much. Yeah, I have a cheat sheet of notes here for stuff I have to go through. And live topics, don't forget the guest was number 1 that I haven't got to yet. So yeah, if you are a Patreon member, tonight is the last night to guess. I will be making a post. It's going to be a late post after this show, so like 8 o'clock, I will be making a post reminding everyone to guess as well. But this is the last night to guess for the gold guessing contest. You don't want to be late because I do not break this one rule. If you are late, you are not getting a guess later on. So thank you again. Thank you for reminding me of that, Casey, too. The $79 tier, if you're a $79 tier member on Patreon, you get a guaranteed bag of Paydirt every single month. I sent you all a private message on Patreon. Please read it. So there won't be any changes this month. There won't be any changes next month. And I'm hoping there's no changes for the rest of this year. But I sent you a message just in case there is. So, Stephen LeBlanc, yeah. Shout out to Ortiz. Yeah, washing machines. I've got, last time mine broke, I tried to fix it and it's still sitting in my basement. I just bought a new one. So it probably wasn't the wisest decision, but you know. You waited till yesterday to put you. Yeah, it was funny. I went to, so I hadn't gone to Patreon yet. And I went to my email and you know, it emails me every time something does it. And it was like, I had like 10 messages saying so-and-so left a comment. I was like, oh, all the late guessers are popping in. So yeah, there's a strategy to guessing late because you can see everyone else's guess and see the general area where everyone thinks. Like if you have no idea how much a nugget weighs and you're like, I'm going to guess 10, and then you wait and see everyone's guessing 2, you could say, okay, well, I'll guess around 2. But then the problem is if you guess like 2 grams and the person a month before guessed 1.99 and they're close, it's a tie between who's closer, they're going to win. So had my foot surgery yesterday, then fell on. Oh man, sorry to hear that, brother. Yeah, when I had my second knee replacement, I did that. I was like, first time I went to go walk somewhere, I just nailed it on the corner on my, going around the corner on something. It'll bring tears to your eyes. So, no, I have not made the enchilada meatballs just yet, Kristen Reed. But it's funny, I took the cans out so I'd remember the enchilada sauce. I'd remember to use them because my kids, I was going to make them this week. But my daughter's plans changed and just my menu, the food I had to use up some other ingredients. So it will be not this week. It'll be next week. Next Friday. Next Friday, we'll have enchilada meatballs. So, and thank you again for the cookbook. I really appreciate it. S-Rip, how's it going? Thank you for joining the show. I really appreciate it. Fickle Prick Prospecting. Thank you very much, brother. And if I miss anything in chat, make sure just repeat it. Ask again. Keep repeating it. Until a spam bot tells you to stop repeating it, and then I'll finally see it. Can't remember if I guessed, but you better go look, brother. Scroll through it and guess. If you do guess a second time, like I have had it before where somebody guessed on the first day, then they guessed like 28 days. In the rules, it does say it'll be a 0. It's just the second guess. The second guess will be a 0. If you edit your old guess, then it will be a 0, and that will disqualify you. So do not ever edit your guess. If you can't tell if you guessed, just guess again, and if it's a bad guess, it'll be erased. So, Somebody asked me. Thank you very much, those left behind. I appreciate that. Yeah, United States Postal Service is just, they're getting worse every single week. I mean, getting worse, worse, worse. So I'm trying to avoid using them as much as possible, but sadly, even when you ship some stuff with FedEx, like to only ship the cheap way to FedEx or UPS, then they just hand it off to the post office in the end. So you're kind of, stuck anyway. So, but thank you. I really do appreciate that. Package total, what's up? How's it going? Thank you for joining the show. So Goldvog, any news on the small sized stuff? Aaron Mack, how's it going? Oh, well, I'll have to look for that one. Because I kind of stopped reading because I was like, if I read too much, generally with a cookbook, when I find a recipe I like, I'll page it, and I have a bookmark in it right now with that. And then I'll make that recipe, then I'll go looking again. Because otherwise I'll get confused and start trying to make 10 things and, gets, I'm easily confused. So, Tomcat Josh, how's it going? Thank you for joining the show. I really appreciate it. And again, I appreciate everyone that's here, even the ones that are too busy picking up groceries and stuff to chat, but working. Well, that's good, brother. Better than not working, I guess, I don't know about that. The office isn't going anywhere, man. Come on. But email me the details when you get around to it, Mike, if you want to. If you don't, no rush. I know you're a busy man, But I'd love to know the details beforehand, before the video comes out and everything, so I can go and think about it. All right, so we're not going to waste any more time. I've been talking a whole bunch. Gold is absolutely crazy. I just looked again, and I think it was at $123.99 the last time I looked today. It is just going on a tear. Here, I'm going to check again real quick. What is it? Gold price today. 38.61. So 124, going over 124. It had a big dip yesterday. I mean, not a big dip, but it bounced back immediately. I think it was down for like an hour or something. It's just 38.61 an ounce, 124.13 a gram. So again, if you're not a Patreon member, I'm going to talk about this, and then we're going to go do some painting. If you're not a Patreon member, I do things for Patreon besides just videos and stuff like that. I do a daily ROI chart where I take the best sellers and I put them all in a giant spreadsheet, and I show you which ones have the best deal, which ones don't, the best ROIs you can get, because there's a lot of sellers who are very slow at updating their price, and you can get some good ROIs. I posted one today that was a 98% ROI on a 1 gram bag of Paydirt. So if they just put a little bit more than 1 gram, if they put 1.05 in that's a 100% ROI bag of Paydirt. I know Paydirt is getting expensive, so you definitely want to find the best deals possible for Paydirt. And, I try to post Monday through Friday. Weekends are for myself and just hanging out. Things like that, my kids or my girlfriend or something like that, cat, gotta hang out with Tiny Cat every once in a while too. But Monday through Friday, I post these daily ROI charts so you can find the best Paydirts. I've got, and not just 1 grams, I go all the way from 0.01 gram bags Paydirt all the way up to 5 grams, just the best ROIs you can find. So I'm slow usually. I'm always slow. Thinking 0.2 grams per bag. Yeah. I'm gonna have to play around with some math and see. And I'll send you an email if I can remember. Here, let me write it. Email Mike, and I'll do some math. I mean, I know you're gonna have different expenses than what I'm thinking, but I'll be curious my guess compared to what you're actually gonna do. But yeah. But it is getting hard, It's crazy that back in the day, the 1/8 gram bags and 1/4 gram bags were so popular when gold was $40 a gram. Yeah. Mentally Corrupted, thank you for joining the show. Appreciate it. Isn't he here? Or is that Refotris? Refotris, thank you for joining the show. Appreciate it. Did Metal sneak in? Because I do not see him. Oh, there he is. How's it going, brother? Thank you for joining the show. Appreciate it. Refocus, thank you for joining the show. Appreciate it as well. You know, I found some gems the other day, Refocus, some, you know, crystals and stuff like that from one of the Paydirts I got. And then I put them somewhere and lost them again. So I don't know what I'm doing. You know, I'll have to find them. I do have to clean up my studio and outside studio a little bit more. So when I find them again, I'm going to put them in a gold pan and mark it for future Refocus shipping. So I'm trying to get enough to make it worth shipping. So, but all right. So now we're going to go, now that I've finished with all my spiel, and join my Patreon page and find out daily ROIs. We're going to go and we're going to do some panning, some Australian Paydirt. I don't know which one to do first. I think we're going to do the Old Moldy first because it doesn't look like it's going to jack up the water. Big Red, I think it's going to jack up the water a little bit. Looks very dusty. So, yeah, I think we'll do the Old Moldy first because I'm really curious to see what Vogus considers chunky. Here, I'm going to actually look up the description. Before we do this, let me look up the description for Old Moldy. I want to see what this bag said again. Let me see. Which, by the way, you don't want to be buying from Old Moldy anytime soon. He's jacked up his shipping rates unbelievably high. It's a shame, too. Did he sell out? Where is it at? All right, here we go. The Nugget Rush. Let's see what he says. Here's the description. Chunky gold from all over Australia, Tasmania, Victoria. All have distinct coloring and shapes based upon the geology and method of finding. Smooth nuggets were found panning. Each bag contains a minimum of 1.5 grams of gold, of which a large percentage is made of chunky little nuggets and pickers. So, these nuggets are found using a metal detector. So it should be pretty big, I guess. All of the chunks should be detectable by a metal detector, ranging from 0.1 gram to 0.5 grams. So no nuggets, by my opinion. It should have some pickers. In the pictures he has, it looks like there's some chunkers, but yeah. So no nuggets. We'll have to see. It'll get some nice pickers out of there. Maybe we'll put them on the wheel. If I find any good pickers in there, I'll start putting them on the wheel so people can win some Australian gold nuggets or pickers. So, but all right. Dibberson, thank you for joining the show. Appreciate it. Donna, thank you so much for joining the show. I hope you've been feeling well, Donna. I've been thinking about you a lot. So hopefully you've been doing well, and I'm always thinking, hoping you're doing well. So I appreciate you being here tonight. And now I'm going to give everyone what they want. I'm going to shrink down the ugly mug so you don't have to look at me anymore, and we will look at the water. So let's shrink down the ugly mug and start panning. There we go. So there's the pan. And again, we're going to go through the Old Moldy first and his chunky Paydirt. We'll have to see. I don't know. This is a very premium Paydirt. Because let me see. I'm going to look at the price again. So he's charging $245 for the 1.5. How much is he charging for the 1 gram? 142. So that should be 70, 71. Yeah, so if you bought 1.5 just for his regular gold, it'd be $213. I don't know. $32. This better be some chunky gold for 32 extra bucks. But all right, let's go see. Let me move stuff around, move my camera, get everything all situated. I got 2 Vogus slobber bags from Patreon stuck in customs. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, see, I just made these when I ordered these, the day they all hit customs was when Australia and every country stopped shipping. But luckily they were on the other side of the customs border. So they all shipped. And I got really lucky with that because I would have been, I had so much money tied up in Australian Paydirt that, I didn't want it all stuck. But yeah, I think I cut it out. But in the Australian video I did, I did say I'm pretty sure I cut it out for the Australian battle, but that I probably wouldn't ever be able to buy Australian Paydirt again. That this would probably be the end of it unless I buy it from Mike over at G&S. Just because with tariffs, shipping, things like that, it's pretty much not going to be viable to buy Australian Paydirt unless you know somebody that can ship it in like a Christmas box and tell you it's a gift and put a low value on it, but or until, tariffs go away, but can't get rid of them now because now we need the tariffs to pay off all the farmers who are now going bankrupt. All right. I got my coffee. Have to get my tablet open. So give me 1 second here. Watch the pan spin. Move all my stuff around. Not wearing glasses. I would not make it far if I did not wear my glasses. I go to the grocery store. If I forget my glasses, I'm just cooked. All right. See if I can find my show. All right, there we go. All right, let's open it up. We're going to start with the Old Moldy 1.5 gram Nugget Rush Paydirt. So Brad Hayden in the house. Thank you very much for joining the show. Appreciate it. So, all right. Kind of looks like the material I did in the battle. This might not be so easy to pan out. A lot of blacks. Oh, I did see a piece of gold. Well, there you go. Well, I can't see. I don't have my thing. Well, I don't have my screen open on my computer. There we go. Where did I drop it? There we go. So that's it. First piece of gold. I am going to pan it out again. Oh, if I could just pick it up and hold it. It's like a little bitty brain. It's a really nice piece of gold. It's one of the reasons why I love panning out Australian Paydirt is I love their gold. So, but all right. Sink it down in there. A3 Sky Warrior, what's up, brother? How you been doing? I was just talking about you the other day about how you sent me some honey, and I gave it to my daughter. I don't know why I did that. And I needed some honey the other day, and I was tearing up my kitchen just looking for honey. I was like, I know I have some. I'm like, Rich sent me some honey. I'm like, where is it? And I thought I was going crazy. Then like 2 or 3 days later, I was talking to Liz, and and it dawned on me. I said, I gave it to my daughter because she was having she had bought some tea. And I was like, oh, here, you can use this. And she brought it to her house, and it's still at her house, so. PA, what's up, brother? That's a picker. Yeah, based on the weights, unless it's over a half a gram, I don't consider. Why am I getting an ad? Oh my gosh, YouTube. Let me know. And yeah, everyone, let me know if you get an ad in the middle of the show. If you don't leave and stuff. Yeah. I use a camera for small print. Yeah, when I go to the grocery store, if I forget my glasses, I have to use my phone to like read everything, and it drives me crazy. So, but if I miss anybody in live chat, I appreciate you being here. Hold on, my computer is flashing warning signs or something. All right. All right. Always appreciate you popping in, Rich. Definitely a lot of black sands in here. A lot of quartz. I might have to go through a lot of these and see later on if there's anything in them. Some nice pieces, that's for sure. In fact, I'm going to take these out and put them in the refocus pile. So there we go. Are you going to be on the road tomorrow for Whatnot, Mike? Because I saw you had a different thumbnail for tomorrow's show. And Shane Prothero, how's it going, brother? I saw you earlier in the chat and didn't say hi. I apologize for that. Thank you. You've gotten 3 ads? All right, hold on. Let me see. Because, see, I looked at all the settings earlier. And here, let me go. All right. All right, now we can see Donna. Thank you very much, Donna. And excuse me. You're in the office tomorrow? All right. I just saw it was a different thumbnail and it was like, a map. And I was like, a map of Alaska. I was like, oh, maybe Mike's on the road. All right. Well, give it like 5 minutes and see if you still get ads. I just turned off everything. So we're going to have to see if that works. Yeah, I know they're only supposed to cover, but I want to see if, if I turn off, because last week I had, it had auto defaulted back to having ads where they control them. And originally I used to just have it so could make, like, there's a button I can push to put an ad in it. And I reset it back to that for this show. I wanted to see if it helped. But now I turned off monetization 100%. There's supposed to be 0 monetization now. So there should be no ads if you leave and come back and stuff like that. So I want to see if they still put ads. I got to put monetization back on because there's no sense in, me not getting the money for it at least. So, but all right. A lot of black sands. Oh, I'm going to try and work the black sands down a whole bunch. I haven't seen, let me see. I'm trying to see if there's any. No worries about that, brother. I'm trying to see if there's any fine gold in here, so how hard I can pan this. But thank you very much, and thank you, Donna. So if you're a $79 tier member, I'll just say it, typically for the last couple of months, it's been guaranteed a half gram plus. Just because gold was under $115 when I originally put that. But now that gold's going to hit 125 by tomorrow or something, I changed it. So now the $79 tier, you will get 0.4 to 0.6. If I can't buy any gold cheap, it's going to be 0.4. If I can buy gold cheap, then it'll be closer to 0.6. I just bought some gold, so September is over half a gram. October will be over a half a gram, so there's no changes right now. I just put that in there just in case, tomorrow gold jumps up to 140, 150 bucks. I don't want to, be selling my kidneys. So, and thank you very much, PA and David. Thank you. Yeah, and tonight, if we're doing the wheel again tonight, we got 50 prizes up on the wheel. So, but make sure, as always, if you leave a comment on the hidden video, that you stay to the end of the show, because if you're not here when I pull your name, you lose your spot and it just takes away from somebody else. So, just give me 1 second. All right. Neanderthal Prospector, thank you for joining the show. I appreciate it. There we go. What's up, Jason? Flower Gold Wizards. I still got to send you a text or something about the little Patreon thing I found. I don't want to say it too. I don't want to say it because I don't want it to be the norm, you know. Yes, you can donate a kiss. I will take a kiss. Someone's over here trying to be cheap, not wanting to donate to my channel, asking if they can send me a kiss. But yeah, I'll take the kiss over money any day. How's it been going, Jason? You been doing good? And I need to apologize, Jason, and Wes, if you're listening as well. I'm still supposed to put that second Flower Gold Wizard sluice video out. It's all set up and ready to go. I just haven't been able to move my equipment around to it. I need to rebuild my studio one of these days, or build a second studio or something, so it makes it easier. I can shoot equipment reviews. Right now I have to disassemble half my studio, move it to the other side of my basement, and set it back up. So, but it's coming. I put it back on the schedule. I've got it. I've moved everything around, set up the sluice, and set everything up. So it's coming. It'll be a good video too. So, you know, don't be sweet talking to me like that, Jason, man. You'll make me lucky the camera's not on me, because you're making me blush. How many PBRs you got to drink before you give me the kiss, though, Jay? If you can do it with no PBRs, you need to get your eyes checked, brother. Now I have everybody trying to just give me kisses now. But yeah, I do have a note too to send you the details about Patreon, and it'll keep Circle too, so that's a good thing. You kind of actually need Circle for this thing, so. Yeah, we're gonna try and work the black sands, like I said, down a little bit, because I can work black sands faster with the pan than I can with the finishing pan, but doesn't really matter if I lose too much gold in this, because we're not doing an ROI, and this dirt is going to be going into the Patreon bag. So if you win one of these Patreon bags next month, this is going to be next month's contest. If you're a Patreon member next month, the gold guessing contest bags will be Australian gold and Australian dirt. And most of the dirt, unfortunately for y'all, is going to be from Vogus. And most of the gold is going to be from Vogus. So they're going to be really hard bags to pan out. So if you're not good at panning and you win one, they're now shelf art, maybe. 54, that's not too bad, man. Most people would be like 100 beers and give me a big old sloppy kiss. So I'm doing good. I must be getting better looking in my old age or something. Yeah. Here's something. Oh, there was a nugget in there. Look at that little big picker in there. I knew I heard something. See, I don't know. I don't know if y'all can hear that or not. Yeah, if that's cases, that'd be normal. If it's 54 cases, but they would know too. If you go in the store and tell somebody I need 54 cases of PBR, they're gonna be like, "Oh Lord, you're going to kiss that Dylan guy, huh?" All right. Oh, I saw another little picker. Another picker. This is the jackpot little pile here. Let me grab some coffee before I hit this one. Yeah, I was never good at drinking. PBR is a beer, by the way. If anyone's listening doesn't know what PBR is, it's a beer that they drink a lot of up in Wisconsin. But yeah, I was never good at drinking a lot of beer. I could drink. Usually, what I would do when I used to drink is I would drink, vodka. I drink a lot, liked to drink a lot of vodka, but to pace myself, I usually have a beer with it, so I could drink the beer slow and the vodka. But usually didn't work out, and I would just give up on the beers after a while. Be nice, do a scratch test. I will. I will do that. Here, let me write a note to do that. I'm gonna take some of those, some of the like. There's a couple ugly pickers, like see, like this one. Like some of these are really nice, and I wouldn't want to mess them up. But like this one, this little flat one, this would be a good one to test and see. But yeah, and I just got in a fresh batch too. So here, let me see. Yeah, Pabst Blue Ribbon. Um, so there we go. We will test the Aussie Gold. I'm sipping Wild Turkey. Hey, Dorothy, how are you? Thank you for joining the show. I always appreciate it. Thank you for being here. I don't drink at all anymore, so, you know. Coffee is about the strongest thing I drink, and if I could stop drinking coffee, I'd probably be happier. I'm trying to switch to just drinking green tea. You know, it's easier to make. I just buy them and put them in my fridge. So, well, so you're drinking Turkey 101 and PBR, and it's still going to take you 54. You just need to take a couple real big swigs of that. Wow, Turkey, brother, you'll be giving me smooches. Huh? Mm. PBR light. Can't do coffee after 9 a.m. I drink coffee all the time. I drink it right before bed. Don't matter. I ain't got no common sense. What's up, Joey? Thank you for joining the show. Appreciate it. Haven't had a drink in years? Yeah. PA, drunk and electrocuted at the same time. Maybe there's a cause for one of those. Maybe it's because of one of those. Hmm. Mad Lad, how's it going, brother? Thank you for joining the show. Appreciate it. Thank you, everyone, for being here again. I appreciate all of you. And if one or all of my mods want to drop the hidden link, don't forget to go leave a comment on the hidden link. Tonight we're doing the Wheel of Wonder. It's got 50 prizes on there. I don't even remember what the best prize is. I'll have to look on my cheat sheet. Let me go pull that up right now. Let me see if I can find my cheat sheet, and where did I put it? Uh, so I think the best prize is a half-ounce silver round from Cajun Bullion. I think that's the best prize on there. Let me see if I can see the wheel. Because unfortunately, last time we did the wheel, I randomized it, so I shuffled it up. So I think though, yeah, best prize you can. So Main prize you can win tonight is a half-ounce round. It's a custom round from Cajun Bullion that I had him pour. Gregory Littleton, thank you for joining the show. Appreciate it. And mods, thank you all very much for dropping the hidden link. I appreciate it. Now here's something. You can hear this. You can hear those little pickers rolling around. I won't say anything anymore. I'll be quiet. I'll behave. But yeah, and as always, YouTube and its affiliates have nothing to do with tonight's giveaway. This is 100% by me, just to give back to everyone who has to listen to my version of comedy, watch my poor painting skills, and then later be forced to look at my ugly mug. You know. That's when I started drinking, was in high school, so. Mad Hatter, how's it going? Thank you for joining the show. Appreciate it. I don't even know any of these beers. Well, except for the Millers, but of course, you know. I always just drank whatever was cheap. Most nights we were drinking, when I first started, we were drinking 40 ounces, hot 40 ounces. You could drink the whole thing, they were hot, so. But they were always the cheapest beer. Let me close this on my computer. So, but again, after we do the Vogus, we still get to pan out the big red bag Australian gold Paydirt from Mike over at Gold Nugget Sales. And then if I was supposed to have a mail call for a minor celebrity from Australia from the Crocodile D movie, some Australian Paydirt from him, but if I can't have it shot and post it by next Tuesday, and that's when the Paydirt the Patreon live show is, we will just pan it out next week on Tuesday with the Patreon live show. So Cockatoo Birdman, how are you doing? Thank you for joining the show. Appreciate it. Tim Evans, thank you for joining the show. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. So when is Dylan going to dance? Oh no, I don't dance. I don't do that dance. Nope, that ain't happening. No, I don't dance. I'm not dancing at my wedding in 2 weeks. I'm not dancing at my funeral. I'm not dancing. I don't dance. I got 3 left feet. That's all I got to say. So, apple pie moonshine. Oh. What's up, Chasing Cheddar? How's it going? Appreciate you joining the show. If the Dylan dance is just to stand there and gently rock back and forth, then yeah, I do that dance. But I do that dance a lot of times, just me thinking I start doing that, but then I drool a little bit if they're right. No, it was a joke. Don't get that up in chat. Oh, it was a joke. So right now I'm panning Vogus's the Gold Rush bag. This is the Gold Rush bag from Vogus. Guaranteed 1.5 grams. It's supposed to have some chunkies in it. And no, I'm not getting married. Oh, I shouldn't have said so. All right, this is the last of it. This is taking a little bit longer than I thought. We have to try and speed through this one and through because we still got the tailings. So, yeah, I think everyone's gonna miss them. So, congratulations. Most of them are. Most of them are. Annie Stevens, how are you? Thank you for joining the show. As always, appreciate it. I see you're still out of stock almost always. Still got some of the best deals, though. Probably why you're always out of stock. Is Bear going to be joining us tonight? Are you trying to fix it or tease? Or are you trying to fix it or just hit it with the hammer? I will say this is what we have so far in here. This is supposed to be 1.5, so I don't know. Might be a lot of fine gold in there. Definitely a lot of black sands. I was not expecting a lot of black sands. That's why I got 2 bags. 2 weeks till your birthday? Congratulations, brother. Well, if it's 2 weeks, then that'll mean it'll be on a live show, so we can all sing you happy birthday. Fix it. Fix it right. I'm not gonna get. Yeah, that's it. That's why my washing machine kept throwing errors and it would like fill up halfway, then just stop. And I'd have to drain it, start it over, fill up halfway, stop, and it'd take me like 10 times before it'd wash. And there was 2 culprits it could be. I replaced the cheaper one, which took forever, and that didn't work. So then I just was like, okay, I can't be bothered anymore. I'm just going to move it over and just bring in a new machine and put it next to it. And I was like, one of these days I'll fix it and sell it or it'll stay here. And right now it's been sitting here for a year. So the one and only, how's it going? Thank you for joining the show. As always, appreciate it. Yeah, we're trying to speed through a Vogus. This is the Vogus Gold Rush bag. Guaranteed 1.5 grams. Supposed to be some chunkies in there. It says mostly chunky, so. And he does say his chunkies are supposed to be 0.1 up to 0.5. So mostly pickers in my opinion. No real nuggets. I am not going to weigh this up, but I am trying to pan pretty quickly, and so we have time for the big red as well tonight. Not getting water at all, so I think I gotta figure it out. I just gotta get the part. You just fill it up with a hose, turn it on. Yeah, the black sands in Vogus is non-magnetic. I mean, there is usually a little bit, but not all. See, well, Yeah. There'll be a little bit, but almost most of it's non-magnetic. Yeah, that's why it's such a pain to pan out. So that's why it always, a lot of times when you see sellers that have hard pay dirts and they say black sands, but then it's all magnetic. So it kind of, doesn't really, if you can cheat, then it doesn't make it hard. And don't forget to hit the like button if you can. I appreciate it. I guess YouTube's algorithm likes it. It'd be nice if the likes actually made me money, but but yeah, I like Vogus Paydirt. It's actually if you're one of my Patreon members, he's one I do keep track of for the daily ROI. He hasn't he was originally, when I planned out the video of the Paydirt battle, he was going to make it onto my ROI list because his Paydirts do have a high enough ROI to be on my daily ROI chart until the tariffs hit. And now he's raised his shipping, I guess, to cover them, or doesn't want people to order them or whatever it is, but he raised his shipping from $20 to $50. So his ROI has significantly dropped. I think it was like the minimum ROI was like 85% or something like that. And now it's like 68. So yeah, I love Australian gold. I know it's not considered specimen gold, but it's some of my favorite gold, especially if you can get nicer, bigger pieces in pay dirt. That's why I was kind of bummed about, like the one bag I bought. If you haven't seen the video yet, go watch the video. I did do an Australian pay dirt video battle. The Oh Hey It's Gold, or Oh Hey Gold, or something like that. That all the gold was really fine gold, because fine gold is fine gold no matter where. So yeah, you want to do a giveaway tonight? I'll pull 2 quarter-gram bags. Is that what did you say? Let me see. 2 quarter-gram Aussie bags. All right, let me write it down. And when we pull names, you can ship cheaper through. Well, I think he's just trying to discourage, because one of the problems is now when they pass the small package tariff, essentially that's why they stopped shipping. Everyone stopped shipping because it used to be like if there was a tariff, it'd be like tariff on furniture, tariff on a car, tariff on this, and they added a tariff against all small packages, which means anything that's a small package that's coming in, they could theoretically tariff. So I guess he didn't want to send out a package, because if you send somebody a $150 bag of Paydirt and then all of a sudden they get hit with a $50 tariff to pick it up from the post office, they're not going to be happy. They're going to give you a bad review. They're going to try and send it back and say, I don't want it. So I think he was trying to discourage people like me from buying it. So, all right. So we got it. So 2 names. So when we pull the names tonight, the first 2 names I pull will get a 1/4-gram bag of Australian Paydirt from Mike over at Gold Nugget Sales, and thank you very much for that, brother. I really do appreciate that. And then we'll pull a 3rd name, and they'll get a spin on the wheel. So I need to speed it up a little bit, my panning. Yeah, so everyone should go check out Mike. If you're not doing anything tomorrow, Mike will be on Whatnot tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central Time, 4 p.m. some other time, 8 p.m. some other time, 7 o'clock. But I know, same time as my show starts. I'm pretty sure, yeah. Mike can post it in chat, but Mike will be on Whatnot. Go say hi to him. Doesn't cost any money. Just go over to Whatnot, hang out. If you see something you like, then it might cost you some money, but all right, Annie, thank you for popping in. I appreciate it. What I wouldn't give for some Paydirt, would you just stick around? Leave a comment on the hidden video. There's only, what, 48 people here. You got a 2 in 48 chance of winning a bag of Paydirt, so. And I have heard if you say nice things about Nightbot, there's a better chance you'll win. He's always eating pizza. All right, we're getting this down. We're getting this down. I want to try and finish this by 7 so we can have 30 minutes to pan out the big red. It's been a while since I panned out the big red. I don't even remember if it was hard Paydirt or not. I'm pretty sure if I remember it was, red Paydirt and cloudy, but I don't remember how hard it was. Yeah, Whiskey Lover. Yeah, I sent you a message. One of our texts, I told you I'd open it up, and I love that stuff. I had to actually Google it. So I was like, oh, maybe that'll be like a Christmas present to myself or something every once in a while. But yeah, I was drinking it every day, and then I was like, wait, I just got to, it's like a every once a week coffee. So I haven't opened up the second, the one I opened up, the first one was the one that came in the the cardboard tube, that one. So I'm trying to go through that one first, but I'm only drinking it like every third day or something, and I'm drinking my cheap coffee in between. But thank you again very much for that. That was so much better than cookies. But yeah, it doesn't cost anybody to go to Whatnot tomorrow unless you buy something. Go hang out. The more people that hang out in his Whatnot tomorrow, he is donating for tonight's show. This was prearranged. Didn't ask me to do anything, as you saw. But the more people that are in his show tomorrow, the better chance that someone else will come into his show on Whatnot, because they'll see he's busy, and then maybe he'll sell something and make some money. More money Mike makes, more giveaways he can do. So, Big Red a bit on the chunky side. All right, that's good. Man, I'm pretty good at panning, so I figure, in a rush, I can always. The one good thing, like I said, is all this dirt is going into the Patreon contest, so if I spill a little bit, it doesn't really matter. Do you accept whole bean coffee? Not really, because then I'd have to get a grinder, and if you ever saw my kitchen, you would know I have a very small kitchen, so, the last person that bought me an appliance, I had to make room for it, so, and it was not an easy task. Go over and bookmark future shows. Oh, it doesn't? I'll have to do that as well. But yeah, so go join Mike's show. It's on Whatnot. His channel is called Gold Sal, GOLDSAL. So, use my rock crusher. I don't even know if I still have that. I think I actually got rid of it because I kept dropping it, and I kept putting it on my shelf and then knocking it over and almost dropping it on my foot. And I was like, man, I think I got rid of the top part, and the bottom part I think I used to hold down my buckets in my sluice equipment thing. So there you go. See, more incentive to go over to the Whatnot show tomorrow. Here, let me see if I have. Give me 1 second. No, I was looking to see if I still had the Whatnot things set up on Nightbot, but unfortunately not. So I'll just have to keep saying it. Make sure you go over to Mike's show and whatnot tomorrow. And try and win some gold. I will be there because my son will be probably at the skate park. So, yeah, come hang out with Mike. Maybe win some gold on his channel as well. Watch some nuggets. Mm-hmm. Stephen Curry, how's it going? Thank you for joining the show. Appreciate it. And thank you very much, PA. So it looks like we got like 4 or 5 pickers. The rest is going to be gold. Or smaller gold, I should say. Of course, it's going to be gold, but. Thank you very much, HD. Because I used to have it, I think I overrode it with just a regular whatnot, but then I just looked and it was all messed up. So, but yeah, go over, follow Mike on whatnot. Join his show tomorrow. He's going to be giving away some Paydirt. He's giving away 2 bags tonight, you know. And like I said, you don't have to buy anything, but just, you know, just like with anything else, if people see on an auction site that he's got a whole bunch of people in his room, more people will join his room. There's a better chance somebody new will buy something. So he does it, you know. The more money Mike makes, the bigger his contests get over on the gold vlog. So, but that's the thing, you don't have to buy anything, Ortiz. You just go hang out in his chat on, and he's giving away Paydirt tomorrow. He always does giveaways on his live shows on whatnot. He does, I think, usually 4 or 5. And all you have to do is be there and push a little button, and you get a chance to win. I've won. I didn't want to win. I told them but they couldn't like stop the win, I guess so. But yeah, and tomorrow you can win some Paydirt. And I'm gonna try and win some too. That's awesome, Steven. Good to hear. Yeah, we're getting down to the shiny. We're past the 7 o'clock budget time limit, but we're getting there. Because I'm trying to arrange my schedule on my Tuesdays, because now with the new schedule, parenting schedule, I have my son is over on some Tuesdays. So usually I'm trying to schedule short shows when he's here and long shows when he's not here, but unfortunately he's here today, so still have to make him dinner and stuff. So I'm trying to be a little bit quicker tonight and get out of here for like 7:30, 7:45, but we don't know. He might be starving tonight. CM Prospecting, thank you for joining the show. Appreciate it. But starting to move a little bit. Yeah, the only reason I'm bad about the whatnots, I have them open. I have to open them on my tab on my computer so I remember. Because then when they go live, I'll hear them and I'll go watch them. But because I don't do any notifications on my phone, there's just too many things will pop up. So, is that gold? Nope, that's not gold. No. Now I will post some pictures of some of these on my Patreon, but even if you're a free member on my Patreon, you'll be able to see them. It'll just be free. With some weights. Gotta be curious what these weigh, so I just won't have time to do it tonight. Mm. I love gold. Gold member. Me too. Oh, look, there's a little piece of gold right there. Look at that. Tiny little piece of gold. Oh, right there. We'll put that. That'll go. This isn't going into Tuesday tailings, by the way. Any of the Australian gold I'm panning tonight, this is going into the Patreon Paydirt. So he's 16. He will be 17 in December. So yeah, he has not learned how to feed himself yet. So, that's going to take him another like 5 or 6 years. I'm kidding, but I like to cook my kids healthy, good food, and good meals. So since eventually I'll have to cook anyway once I get up there to eat for myself. So, but there we go. No, I can't even see, my screen's closed. There we go. Some nice Aussie gold. Where are we gonna put that? We're gonna put that in here. There we go. A little bit of gold there. So whoever wins one of these bonus bags will have a little bit more gold. There we go. There we go. Listen to the big piece. Smaller piece. The pan is wet too, so it's a little bit duller. But there we go. Got some gold. Mine turned 17 in 30 days, right before Halloween. Yeah. That's much better than a December. Do the birthday, then Christmas. Christmas, mine's right after Christmas. My son's birthday is right after Christmas, so he kind of got shafted a little bit on that. So, but all right. Big red Australian gold Paydirt, the only Australian gold Paydirt you can buy in the United States. It does not ship from overseas, and this is Australian dirt, and it is Australian gold. So, unfortunately, you can't really buy it right now until Mike gets more in stock, which I'm pretty sure he did say he was going to bring this back. He's just out of stock, so I don't think it's a discontinued Paydirt. I think it's just I don't have any Australian dirt, so it's out of stock thing. Oh, that wasn't fly poop. That was a nice little piece, and it was still a small little piece, and probably wouldn't budge the scale. So, have your ad, just package it up, and I just dropped the bag on the floor. All right, now this is much different than the last Paydirt. This is the nice red stuff. This is the stuff I first started panning when I first started buying Australian Paydirt. Last time I talked about Australian stuff last Tuesday. There was a company, and I was trying to remember. I can see their bag. Golden Spear Mine. One of my favorite Paydirts used to be from a company, Golden Spear Mine. In Australia. It was one of the few Australian companies that would actually ship to the United States that had a decent ROI. I mean, I think their ROIs were usually like 60%, maybe 70%. But that's pretty good when you're getting stuff shipped overseas. So, unfortunately, they got bought out by another company, which was really, I thought it was weird that somebody bought a mining company and their Paydirt and still shipped Paydirt. And they did for a little bit. I think for a couple months they still shipped Paydirt, but last I heard is I think they actually, I know they stopped selling Paydirt, so be curious if they're still mining and stuff. I know a guy There's this guy, his name's Vogus. But based on his prices on his website, he might be a little stingy with his gold too, or having it too high a price. But yeah, that's a tough problem these Aussies have, huh? They don't find that much fine gold. It's all that chunky stuff nobody wants. Yeah, it's a good thing I did the Vogus first. Having some strawberry shakes here. Hey, Brian, how's it going? Thank you for joining the show. Appreciate it. And again, if one of the mods wants to drop the hidden link tonight, we are giving away 3 prizes. First 2 prizes will be a 1/4 gram Australian Paydirt from Mike over at Gold Nugget Sales. Then the 3rd prize is a lame spin on the Miller Prospecting Wheel of Wonder, which is nothing in comparison to some Australian Paydirt. So that's awesome, Tomcat. Thank you very much, PA. Thank you very much, HD. I appreciate it. And again, everyone, if you're new or you're just coming in, make sure Mike from Gold Nugget Sales is donating the 2 half-gram bags of Paydirt tonight out of the kindness of his heart. So tomorrow he is on Whatnot. It is an app on your phone. You will have to download the app and join and look for Gold Sal. But if you do that and go watch his show, he might come back and donate more stuff. And he's going to be giving away some Paydirt on his show tomorrow as well. So make sure you go over there. A little bit of gold. Some chunky chunkies. Trying to get the chunkies down. Well, she's down. So again, all the Australian Paydirt from my Australian Paydirt battle, as well as whatever I'm panning out today, will be used for the gold guessing contest for my Patreon members for the month of October. So if you're a Patreon member, the gold guess nugget won't be an Australian nugget, unfortunately. Maybe it will be. I have to look. Maybe I do have an Australian nugget. I don't think I do. Or if I do, I think I might have used it previously on a gold guessing contest. So, but yeah, all the bags of Paydirt you can win for the gold guessing contest will be Australian dirt with some Australian gold in it as well. So, all right. Well, we'll just add some more. What else is? Let me see my checklist to make sure I've been talking about everything I'm supposed to. Oh yeah, if you're a Patreon member and you're joining the show late, don't forget tonight is the last night for the gold guessing contest for September. For the Heart of Gold nugget. So go guess on the Heart nugget that I have, my favorite piece. And since I'm always trying to get pairs of gold to put my kids' collection, I'm going to have a hard time finding a quartz gold heart like that one. They're even close to it. So my favorite piece is in the gold guessing contest over on Patreon. You don't have to be a member to guess. You can be a free Patreon member. There's a free gold guessing contest. It is a first pinned comment on Patreon on my page, patreon.com/Miller Prospecting. You can be a free member and guess, and you can win a prize. So, and then again, if you guess and you don't win a prize, there is the consolation wheel of prizes where I have Paydirt, silver, copper, everything, all kinds of prizes on there. So everyone gets their name on the wheel in the consolation. So even if you are horrible at guessing, come over there, guess, and if you don't win, you can still win from just the wheel of consolation wheel of treasures. So, but tonight is the last night to guess. So. I'm probably spilling so much gold. Good thing is it's going into Paydirt bags for my Patreon members for the gold guessing contest. So, and I might have more bags than usual. Usually I just have a first place for the $25, $79 tier, a first place for the $10 tier, and a first place for the $5 tier. But I think I'm going to have some extra Australian gold. So it's going to depend on the chunkies, but I might throw in some extra ones or put some on the wheel as well. I don't know. Got to give it all away. That's the whole reason to get it in is to give it away. So I might have more than I anticipated. So I might do a console. Maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll do that where I'll do a consolation wheel or do more than one. So I'll have one wheel where it'll just be a bag of Aussie Paydirt and everyone's name will be in there. So there'll be no go guessing. We'll see. But I got to give away all the Aussie gold. So make sure you go guess. Wow, this stuff is murky. This stuff is almost as bad. I don't know how many people remember Dave from Gold Bay when he used to have his red clay Paydirt. That stuff. It was just like this, except for all these rocks were clay, and you'd have to break them up with your fingers. Man, it used to be such a pain in the butt. Even though you knew there was probably no gold in the chunky clay, because he's still adding gold to it, there was always that chance, so you'd break it up, This rock don't want to move. But seeing gold in every pan. It's all chunky, and I'm moving it all around, but there's gold in every pan, which is good. And again, I got this bag off of Whatnot, because you can't buy this bag right now on goldnuggetsales.com. You can't get other good bags of Paydirt, but you can't get this one. I had to get it off of his Whatnot. And just so happens, Mike Gold Sal will be on Whatnot tomorrow. So, and he's going to be giving away some bags of Paydirt. So go over there and get some. 6 o'clock tomorrow. So instead of watching my show, which isn't going to be here tomorrow, you can go over to Whatnot, Gold Sal, and watch. Hold on, my chat froze. Doot, 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 doot. Well, let me see. Give me a second. Mikey, thank you for joining the show. Appreciate it. My chat froze, and I just did not pay attention and notice it. But the red mud, I miss that stuff. I guess, but I think I'm low. I don't know. I don't look at people's guesses because then I'll start thinking. I don't look at anyone's guesses until like tonight. At midnight, I'll be up at midnight writing down everyone's answers. So. Yeah, pretty much probably any sand or anything you can get in mass quantities from Australia probably has little pieces of gold in it. The thing about Australia, like I said, like Mike was saying, it's harder to get the fine gold because, if you're on, I mean, it's the same thing with Australia, with Alaska and all these other places. The old timers, they didn't go after fine gold; they went after chunky gold. And all the people that are mining properties now were previously mined, but they're just going after the fine gold now. Because it's worth it to go after the fine gold now. In Australia, it's still not worth it to really go after fine gold unless that's all you have on your property. So. I haven't seen Hipby in a while. I mean, I know he's still around, but he is not showing up in my subscriber feed. I have to make sure I'm subscribed to Hipby. Here, let me write it down. Because I have not seen any of his videos in a while. YouTube might unsubscribe me. Which, by the way, always make sure if you don't see somebody for a while, you go check that YouTube, because YouTube will unsubscribe you from channels randomly for whatever reason. Here, we're going to go all in. Yeah. There was a YouTube documentary. I'll have to see if I can find it about. It was like a small little thing. Probably didn't have very many views. And they were talking. It was a miner in Australia talking about his equipment and stuff like that. And that he was saying, he was like, it's almost worth it in most cases just buy more land than it is to chase fine gold in Australia. Just because they're like, you can move over 10 feet and find all chunky and rack up $1 million. Or you can spend $1 million to get $100,000 worth of fine gold, Well, that's awesome, PA. Yeah, I had to write a note. I was like, man, I haven't seen him in a while. And I had just looked at his website like 2 weeks ago, too, to see what he had on there. All right, John, appreciate you popping in, Wrench. Always a pleasure. Hope you find some good gold when you're out there. Hopefully you're going on a trip. Dina, thank you for joining the show. Appreciate it. You might have been here a while. I just didn't notice, but thank you for joining the show. Appreciate it. That's awesome, Jeffrey. Yeah, Australia really was. But they did make it hard. They did say, "Hey, we're gonna put a lot of gold here, but we're also gonna put spiders and snakes and all kinds of things." What was the old John Wayne movie? What was it? The Sierra Madre, or not Humphrey Bogart. The old Humphrey Bogart movie was a Sierra Madre or whatever, where they're the gold miners, and there's the Gila monster. And whenever I think Australia, I'm like, yeah, Humphrey Bogart. All he had to face off with his gold was a Gila monster that might bite him. I'm like, in Australia, you stick your hand in that hole. There's a spider, a scorpion, a snake, probably a shark in there just waiting for you. So, gotta get rid of these chunky. Yeah. Jellyfish, everything. And it's not like, so like in America, you get bit by a rattlesnake, there's a chance you could die, but there's a chance you might not, it's just, you get stung by a bee, it might kill you or something. Australia, no, they overpack them. It's like, not only is it going to kill you, but if somebody near you, it's going to kill them as well. Just, Yeah. All right. They're all terrifying. They are all terrifying. Even though I am deathly afraid of snakes. So main reason I would not go to Australia is the snakes. Because they're not like snakes here where if there's a rattlesnake, it tries to avoid you. Most snakes in America will try to avoid you. But in Australia, they will chase you around the corner, up a flight of steps, just to bite you, knowing they can't swallow you, but just to bite you. Here, give me 1 second. uh, I told you I did it. I did it Sunday. Now it's you're doing it. uh, Bigfoot. We used to have someone in chat. Used to always come in chat. Used to be a Bigfoot chaser. Can't remember her name. Um, but she came into chat. She was probably hanging out for like a year, maybe. But yeah, she used to give speeches and stuff like that. No, Bigfoot or Sasquatch or one of them. Yeah, that's what I said. Everything in Australia, it's not that they're just, it's just super overkill. Everything wants to eat you or kill you. There's no chance. Like you get stung by the little bitty nickel sized jellyfish, you're dead. It's not like, oh, you might survive. No, you're just dead. You know, how do you avoid a little, quarter sized jellyfish while you're out in the ocean, avoiding the sharks? You see a snake and you say, ooh, look, a snake, let's step away. The snake starts chasing you. You got to hope you're really good at running. Have you ever seen a horror movie? If you're being chased by something, you're not a good runner. You're going to trip and fall. you know? Awesome, Shane. Thank you. And again, yeah, you don't have to be a tier member. The prizes aren't as good for the free tier, unfortunately, but it is a prize, and it's all you're doing is guessing free. I don't spam my, you know, free members. I don't, get harvest emails or anything for like that from Patreon. I don't even know if it keeps your email. I just know I promote my Patreon on my live shows. I sometimes talk about it on my videos, but just a way to give more back to the community if I can. It's a little bitty prize, but again, yeah, always hike with someone slower than you. Yeah, that's what our buddy KGB used to always tell me that if we he used to always invite me up to his claim in Colorado and tell me that because he would say, "Oh, there's bears, so I know I can outrun you." So he's like, "I'm safe. You might have to be careful." Right. So we're almost done. That's a nice little piece. Yeah, a nice little piece, and unfortunately, here, I have to use the gold pan from over here. I don't know. This is the Vogus nugget, and this is the gold nugget sales nugget. I'm gonna dry them off, and we're gonna weigh up both of them. So I'm gonna weigh those up. Those will probably be prizes, consolation prizes. So, but here we go. Here's the gold. We're gonna dump in the Vogus gold too. So it's all gonna get mixed up. Anyway, in a bag of Paydirt. So. And I haven't heard from him in a while. I haven't seen anything from him in a while. He's always a good dude. I'm gonna tell you, the first time I even introduction to EVG was a long time ago. It was probably maybe 2 years into my shooting videos, reviews, maybe 2.5. And he sent me a message, he emailed me wanting to know my address, gave it to him. He sent me a $500 check. Just absolutely awesome, dude. He was like, here's $500 to buy Paydirt, you know. There you go, Madeline. Yeah, if y'all want a bag Paydirt. All right, so there we go. That's as clean as it's going to get, I think. Without me putting my spectacles on. Well, I can get it a little bit cleaner. Yeah. There we go. A couple little chunkies in there. We also have the 2 nuggets, the 2 bigger pieces as well. But I'm going to put this one in there as well. This one looks a little chunky. And we're going to do this one. I'm going to weigh these up. Got to dry them off a little bit, so. Humble Stacker, how's it going? Thank you for joining the show. Oh, thank you very much, Mike. You didn't have to do that. You're doing a giveaway for the people on the show. I appreciate that. But there we go. Where is... All right, so we're going to weigh up these 4. I'm going to just tell you what they are. You can't see them, but I'm going to tell you. I promise I won't lie. But now y'all going to force, because I saw a note on there from the gold vlog that said he wanted to see my ugly mug. So I wasn't going to do it. I wasn't going to make y'all look at my ugly mug, but, you know, Mike tipped. I got to do it. So give me a minute, move everything around. I know, Dib. Y'all got all that Rhine River stuff. All right, so we're gonna weigh up these 4 pieces. Wait, I'm gonna make y'all look at my ugly mug. What's going on? All right, yeah, we'll shrink down. Oh, the pan didn't move. Usually the pan moves right out of camera view, so you can't see the gold. So, but there we go. All right, let me get my coffee. See, I got my coffee. Almost all gone too. Now let's weigh up some gold. Let's see. Now again, Vogus's description said you would find some pickers from 0.1 up to 0.5. I'm gonna weigh some of these up and see. 0.3. I mean, I know you're not gonna be able to see these, but because I move the camera. But this is a little bitty round flat one. 0.3 for that one. Got another fancy looking one. 0.29. So another 0.3. And this is the big one from Bogus, the big brainy looking one. 0.45. I was hoping that would be a half a gram. I was hoping to get a little nugget out of there. But 0.45 ain't bad. And then the big piece from Mike over at Gold Nugget Sales from the Big Red. That's the one. We'll see. 0.43. So no nuggets, just got a whole bunch of pickers. Now these 4 I probably will use as just consolation nuggets or something. Make it cheaper for shipping. I can just stick them in, by themselves in just a little 1 ounce package. As consolation prizes for my upcoming October gold guessing contest. All the bags of Paydirt will be Australian bags of Paydirt. So 11 in chat, need to smash that button. I know I haven't even looked. See, that's the one good thing about me being on OBS. I can't see the YouTube stuff, so all I can see, like it doesn't even show me with my chat open how many people are in chat. I don't have to focus on any of that stuff. But all right, let me go get everything ready for the contest. Now, again, if one of the mods want to drop the hidden link, I'd appreciate it. We're going to pull 3 names tonight. The first 2 will win a 1/4 gram bag of Australian Paydirt from Mike over at Gold Nugget Sales. And in return, everyone in chat is going to go over to Whatnot tomorrow and look for Gold Sal. HD, if you want to drop that link again, and go hang out with Mike on Whatnot tomorrow from 6 o'clock till I think it runs till about 8 or 8:30 or 9. And just hang out. You don't have to buy anything. There's no requirement to buy anything. You can just hang out with him, and he will be giving away Paydirt as well. So you can win Paydirt just by hanging out on Whatnot. It is an auction website, so the more people they see in a live show for Mike, the better chance that someone else will join that's just joining randomly that doesn't know it's Mike. And again, Gold Sal. Because the more money that Mike makes on his Whatnot, the more times he'll do giveaways. And we can all go raid and get all the giveaways. But there you go. So, all right, let me get comment stuff going, links going, make sure comments are going through. Let me make sure all the comments are going through. All the comments went through. All right, so we can get the link and pull some names. So, all right, I'm going to have to write these down. Now, if you do win and you're not a Patreon member, you will have to send me your address. I will post my email. But as always, no matter what, I need to get my face up so I can make sure I'm looking pretty. When I pull a name, if you don't post something in the live show, you have to claim the prize. You have to claim the prize on the live show. It doesn't matter if it's Mike's Paydirt or it's my wheel spin. You must post something in live chat first before. Otherwise, next week or something, we'll give it away again. So depending on Mike, this might be a one-time only deal. So, oh, that's awesome. Mega Silver Stacker. That's awesome. Let me know if he ships it and all that, because a lot of times the reason I don't post that information on Patreon is because I don't know they're a trusted seller or not, because I've never reviewed them. And I've known about his prices for about a month now. And I was just kind of like, well, I'll wait until it's like really high ROI, because if I'd have dropped it when it was 94 and everyone got canceled, but I'm hoping he still ships them. I looked at his cart, and his cart system let me put 9 bags in there. Now that might just be because it's a system that he doesn't keep inventory on it, but I'll be curious if he ships it. So just let me know if he ships it. You can message me on Facebook. I mean, not Facebook, on Patreon, or email me, stuff like that. So, Imagination to Form, how's it going? Thank you for joining the show. Yeah, just in time for the end. Make sure if you scroll up some, there's a hidden link. Make sure you go leave a comment on that. Now, again, if I pull the first 2 names I pull, you will win a 1/4 gram bag of Paydirt from Mike over at Gold Nugget Sales. He will be shipping that. But you must post something in the live chat, and then you'll have to send me your address, or Mike your address. I'll send you my email. So, all right. Love your ugly mug. You're the only one, man. The Liz does say she's kind of fond of it, but, Left comment. All right, there you go. So, all right, let's shrink down the ugly mug. We got to say bye to the pretty gold. And that is some pretty gold. I love Australian gold. I love the... all right, what are we doing? Pan and cam. Gotta say goodbye to that. Make sure we're open. Yeah. All right. So all right. Now we're going to shrink down the ugly mug yet again. Nope, that's pan and cam. I'm shrinking. Ugly mug. So yeah, let's shrink down that. Go to the best website on the interweb. There's millerprospecting.com, where you can find all the top 10 Paydirt sellers you can get. Number 1, Gold Nugget Sales. See, he didn't even have to bribe me to be number 1. He is just the best. Vendetta Prospecting, number 2. Gold Nugget Man, number 3. Bear Prospecting, number 4. Bear needs to start getting some stuff in stock, or I'm going to have to drop him down some. Gold Baron Paydirt, Brian Thomas Gold, Gold Bay, Carolina Prospectors, Flash in the Pan Paydirt, and Brad's Bucket. Top 10 Paydirts you can get. I also have every one of my videos on here. Every one of my live shows is also on millerprospecting.com. I have maps where you can find unclaimed money. If you don't know, the federal government has to have a official government website where you can collect any money that is owed to you. I have a map of every state with the links to it. You can sell me your gold. I'm not buying. But you can sell me your gold. I'm not buying right now. But every one of my videos is here, including my last video, the triple Aussie 1 gram gold Paydirt battle. The winner of that battle, you can still buy. It is still relatively a good price. I still think you're getting about a 75% ROI. 76, he has not been updating his prices, so you might get a really good deal for some Australian gold. But all right, let's go to YouTube comments. So here we go. Posties. Let me catch up on chat, make sure nobody's screaming. And thank you very much. Yeah, there's my email, dylan@millerprospecting.com. Thank you very much, Kristen. Thank you very much. So here we go. Let's fetch. Anything goes. No replies. Oh, I think, hold on. Wait. Before we do the show, somebody wants to be on show. So we got Ugly Mug, again, full size. Hold on. Come here. Somebody came to be on the show. Look at him. Look at him. Did you come down here to be on the show? Hey, Tiny Cat. Say hi. All right. Tiny Cat woke up from one of his many naps for the day to come down and say hi. So, all right. Now we'll shrink down the Ugly Mug. Pull. Name number 1. Now, again, you must post a comment in the live show to win these and collect these and email me. So, prize number 1. Here, let me get a sheet of paper so I can write it down. Person number 1. This is for a 1/4 gram bag of Australian Paydirt. All right, let's see. Something's going on here. All right, anything goes, include replies. All right. Midwest Gold Fever. There we go. Congratulations. You must post something in the live show, Midwest, and then email me. Midwest Gold Fever. Congratulations. So you got bag number 1 from Gold Nugget Sales with a 1/4 gram in it. Staying alive, in it to win it. Well, there you go. You stayed alive long enough to win. Now let's pick winner number 2. PA Patriot. There you go, brother. Now you don't even have to go all these places driving all the way. You driving all these places to get gold. All you have to do is come to Miller Prospecting's live show, brother. You just found more gold than you're going to find on any trip. 1/4 gram from, and Australian gold. You ain't going to find no Australian gold in North Carolina. So PA, you won bag number 2. And then now we're going to pull a name. That's, of course, if PA's still here and he posts something in the live chat. Now the last one, this will be for the spin on the Wheel of Treasure. So number 3, Rocky Mountain Prospector. There you go. All 3 of them need to post in live chat. So Midwest and Rocky will have to send me their emails, but there we go. All right, now we're going to go to the wheel prizes once I see everyone. Until then, let me catch up on chat really quick. Make everyone look at my ugly mug while they all flee. Like, oh, I didn't win. Let me flee. All right, Midwest is here. I saw him. PA is here. I saw him. All right. So now we just need Rocky Mountain. Is Rocky Mountain here? There you go. So, all right. Rocky Mountain is here. Let's just pull his prize. See what he won before everyone skedaddles. So don't leave yet because there might be some more news coming after this. So don't run away just yet. Thank you very much, HD. Let's shrink down the ugly mug one last time. There we go. So the wheel. And again, there are 50 prizes on here. There we go. We're going to shuffle them up a little bit. The best prize on here is a 1/2 ounce silver round from, where is this? Let me see. Is it still on here? Yeah, 1/2 ounce silver round from Cajun Bullion. It's actually a hexagon, but it's the smallest one he can make for me. So 1/2 ounce of silver, which is what, like $21 right now? Something like that for a 1/2 ounce. So there we go. And there's multiple other prizes as well. Sticker packs, other silver, copper rounds. Brad, let's see what you won. And also a Miller Prospecting keychain. So you won a Miller Prospecting keychain pan, which I don't have one down here to show you, but it's a keychain. It's a gold pan. It's got Miller Prospecting sticker on it. So I will send that out to you. I will need your address. Anyone, if you're not a Patreon member, Midwest Mountain keychain. Let me write that down. So congratulations to everyone. Thank you for joining the live show. I really appreciate it. And thank you, Mike, very much. All right, we'll have to remove that. All right, now we can do ugly mug time. Catch up on chat. All right, but congrats. Thanks you all. Let me post my email so everyone can email me their address. Or does it need the little thing behind it? One of the two. It'll figure it out. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to close all these tabs open I got. So there we go. Open up chat. So yeah, so Saturday, I have a video coming out this Saturday. It is a different video than I usually do. This one is about why you should be buying gold and why you should be buying a lot of gold right now. That video will be out Saturday. It will be a shorter video, but it's got spreadsheets on it. And I love me some spreadsheets. If you didn't know that, I love spreadsheets. Liz knows I love spreadsheets, but I love spreadsheets. And there's going to be a lot of info on there on why you should be buying gold and how you should be buying gold. There's a specific way you should be buying gold. Or for my video anyway, there's other ways to buy it and other good ways, but I'll show you. That video will come out Saturday. It's just a little odd video I wanted to shoot. There's some stuff I noticed about gold. And then next Tuesday is the Patreon Appreciation Live show. So we will be finding out whose guess on gold guessing contest is the best guess. We're giving away some prizes. We will be having a wheel for live show people just showing up for the live show. So don't not come to the next live show thinking it's only for Patreon members. You can be a free Patreon member and win stuff, or you can just come hang out at the live show and win some stuff. So lots of stuff you can win next week. And it is mostly to give back to my Patreon members because they support this channel. They're the ones that let me buy Paydirt, do stuff, and then I get to give back all the gold to them. So really love. Need to make a similar video. Most definitely. Mine's just about one specific topic. I was talking to Liz the other day about something and it popped in my head. Oh, I should make a video about this because, I thought it was quite curious, and I crunched a lot of numbers, but I have to go back tomorrow and Thursday. I'm going to be crunching a ton of numbers just to make sure my theory is correct. But I think my theory is. We'll have to find out. If it isn't correct, I'll still make the video anyway. It'll just show you why I'm wrong. But all right, I'm going to get out of here, everyone. Thanks for watching. Joining the live show. I really do appreciate it. Again, Saturday, do have a video coming out. And then next Tuesday, we will be doing the Patreon Appreciation Show. So everyone can see what their guesses are, how good their guesses are. We'll be giving away a lot of Paydirt, a lot of prizes. And even if you join the live show and you're not a Patreon member, you could still win a prize, just like the 3 people who are here tonight. So thanks, everybody. I'm going to get out of here. Have a great night. Thank you, Donna, very much for always joining the show. I really do appreciate it. Thank you, all my mods. Thank you, Mike, for the donation. Appreciate it. And then, again, last thing before I holler. Whatnot. Tomorrow, 6 o'clock. Mike, it's Gold Sal, Goldsal. Go join his show. HD will probably drop the link to the Gold Sal show in a second. Go over there, join. He's giving away some Paydirt tomorrow. You don't have to buy anything. It's 0 entry fee. Just watch him. You just have to follow him. You follow him, you can win some Paydirt. I will be there, and I'll be trying to win the Paydirt away from you. So make sure you join the show. Thanks, everyone. See you next week, next Tuesday. Have a great time. Find some good gold because gold's going up really high. But